What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the real reason why Andrade is back in AEW, a WWE legend returning, a former WWE star in a very serious car accident, did Roman Reigns cut a heel promo, why fans are shocked with Stephanie VAQUER'S new tattoo, an AEW star is furious about ICE advertising during Dynamite, a Hall of Famers urging John CENA to walk away, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Now our first story looks at a former WWE star signs back with the AEW. Now our top story today takes a look at a major return to AEW programming last night as none other than Andrade became All Elite once more. Andrade departed WWE last month, and in a matter of weeks, he's gone from an active WWE talent to being a member of the active AEW roster. Andrade made his presence felt in a big way on AEW Dynamite last night as he attacked Kenny Omega, which is a sign that AEW has big plans for the former WWE US Champion. Now, according to Fightful Select, AEW has indeed signed Andrade, and he will be a full-time talent for the promotion. Andrade has been officially signed by All Elite Wrestling. Fightful Select has confirmed. Andrade appeared on AEW Dynamite attacking Kenny Omega. He'd been fired from WWE this summer and did not have a non-compete. The wheels have been in motion for this for at least a couple of weeks. He's full-time with AEW moving forward. The report acknowledges that Andrade's 2023 exit was handled on less than ideal terms, but it wasn't bad enough to deter AEW from re-signing him. Andrade left AEW at the end of 2023 on less than ideal terms, despite Tony Khan speaking about him glowingly upon his exit. AEW thought they'd be re-signing him, and they claimed they didn't find out until late that he'd be leaving the company. Now hopefully this run works out for Andrade, as he definitely has the talent and the potential to be a top star in a major promotion. Right now, Andrade has quite the personal achievement, as he's the only wrestler in the world to go from WWE to AEW, back to WWE, and then back to AEW. Fans are already joking that Andrade is going to make a return to WWE in 2 years' time. Why exactly has Andrade returned to AEW? Well, it was made clear that Andrade left WWE on bad terms, and there seemed to be little chance of the two sides making amends. Due to the working relationship between WWE and TNA, this put TNA completely out of the picture. Really, the only place Andrade could go in the US that has a healthy TV deal was AEW. Tony Khan doesn't seem like a man to burn bridges, so Khan likely opened Andrade into the company again with open arms. Andrade is also one of the best in-ring workers in North America right now, and he is perfect for AEW style of wrestling that they present on a weekly basis. Working with AEW will also open the door for Andrade to work in New Japan Pro Wrestling, as AEW has an open working relationship with the promotion. Andrade in New Japan Pro Wrestling is a natural and somewhat obvious fit, so it wouldn't be too much of a surprise to see him appear in the promotion in the coming months. There was also the chance that Andrade could have ended up in AAA, but due to WWE's now close affiliation with the promotion, that was also a dead end. But why did he have a no non-compete clause? Well, according to PW Insider, multiple WWE sources confirmed that Andrade was cut due to numerous wellness violations over the last year. WWE chose to cut him as opposed to paying him another 90 days to keep him from performing elsewhere, so there was no non-compete clause. Do you think we will see Andrade back in WWE though? Next up, who really caused the SmackDown botch? And we finally have a report on what exactly the original finish of the women's title match on SmackDown was supposed to be. According to Fightful Select, the original finish was supposed to see Tiffany Stratton break up a pin on Nia Jax, but due to Stratton being late, Jax was then forced to kick out. Regarding last week's SmackDown, we're told that Tiffany Stratton was late to breaking up Jade Cargill's pin on Nia Jax, and Nia Jax had to kick out. We aren't sure why the 3 wasn't counted for Stratton, as that was apparently the finish. Details are still foggy, and multiple things were claimed internally. Additionally, the report confirms that Cargill's bloodshed was not scripted, and she may miss a week from TV to heal up. Obviously, Jade Cargill was not supposed to get busted open. She was said to have handled it well, and the wound got taken care of. We were told to not be surprised if she isn't wrestling this week, but physically seemed okay all things considered, and was in good spirits. There was also a report from PW Insider who mentioned that no plastic surgery is needed. The wound was able to be closed with stitches. This botch was really the talk of the wrestling world this weekend, and this was mainly because of the stakes of the matchup. It was a TV main event, and it was for the women's world title, so a botch finish was always going to lead to significant discourse between fans. Next up, did Roman Reigns cut a heel promo? But Roman Reigns' unscripted promos are amongst his biggest strengths as a performer, and WWE has dropped Reigns' latest unscripted promo from his return on Raw this week. In the promo, which fans on social media are labeling as a heel promo, Reigns labeled himself as the greatest of all time. Something's changed, but not me. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm tired of everybody thinking they understand the landscape. I'm tired of everybody thinking they understand the top of the mountain. Only one man understands this altitude, the tribal chief, the greatest of all time. They only want what they don't have. Touch anything and it turned into gold. You understand that? Our fans are really labeling this as a heel promo, and it isn't exactly far-fetched. However, this is just in line with Reigns' presentation and persona. WWE likely has zero plans to turn Reigns heel, especially with how universally over he is with the audience. WWE has struggled to bridge the gap between Reigns' heel character and his modern-day babyface character, and keeping key elements of that initial heel character in 2025 makes a lot of sense. Reigns is now set to work the Crown Jewel Perth show next weekend, and there's no news as of yet in relation to who he's facing at the event. Reigns still has unfinished business with the Vision, and with the Usos involved in the storyline, a multi-man match looks to be on the cards. Next up, a WWE legend ready to return. Now at last, it appears that former WWE champion Rey Mysterio is now ready to return to WWE. According to PW Insider Elite, Mysterio is expected at the WWE Performance Center as part of his return process. This is usually done when a wrestler receives the all clear from WWE's medical team, and they usually visit the PC to take bumps and run the ropes. Mysterio has been out of action with a serious injury and last wrestled back in April of this year, just before missing WrestleMania 41. As no reports as of yet in relation to what storyline Mysterio will be involved in when he returns, but Mysterio is one of the names that fans wanted to see John Cena face in 2025, so this is interesting timing to say the very least. Next up, a former WWE star in a serious car accident. A former Intercontinental Champion Ahmed Johnson is now recovering after being involved in a collision with a drunk driver. According to Book Pro Wrestling on Facebook, the photos here show the back of Ahmed, aka Tony Norris's vehicle after the crash, a terrifying scene that could have ended very differently. Thankfully, Tony shared an update himself, letting everyone know he's okay, and in his own words, when you have the Lord on your side, nothing can harm you. As you can see, Johnson's vehicle was completely wrecked. Although he's okay, he didn't come out unscathed, as he did suffer a few broken ribs. But by looking at the accident itself, he's very lucky to only have that. We'd like to wish Ahmed Johnson a very speedy recovery. Next up, a Hall of Famer re-signs with WWE. The Hall of Famer Jim Duggan has put pen to paper on a new WWE deal. According to the inaugural Royal Rumble winner during an interview with Conor Rumsey, he had signed what appears to be a Legends deal. I just recently re-signed with WWE in January, and I hadn't been on one in probably 15 years. This deal will also allow Duggan to make future appearances, so we really can't rule out a future Royal Rumble cameo. Next up is CM Punk working Crown Jewel. Now, the city of Perth has decorated the city with Crown Jewel flags and banners, and one of the banners actually features CM Punk. This is interesting because Punk isn't currently advertised for a match at the PLE, but this does seem to imply that he'd be working the show. That's worth noting that the same arena is hosting SmackDown, Crown Jewel and Raw, so it's possible that Punk is just working the Raw show. Now, if Punk does indeed work the PLE, it's not exactly clear where he fits on the card. His arch-nemesis Seth Rollins already has a match booked versus Cody Rhodes, so fans are theorizing that he may insert himself in the drama between Reigns, the Usos, and the Vision. We might have a better answer when it comes to next week's Raw, as Punk is confirmed to appear on the show. The match card currently stands at 4 matches, and once Reigns' match is confirmed, that will make the total match count to 5. Due to WWE's obsession with having 5 or 6 matches on every PLE, it's unlikely that any additional matches are added. The decision continues to baffle fans, as a lot of the focus on modern-day WWE PLEs seems to be on the commercials between matches as opposed to the actual matches on the card. Next up, why fans are shocked at Stephanie Vaquer's new tattoo. A reigning Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer now has a new tattoo. The new piece was revealed via Instagram, and Vaquer's decided to have a tattoo on her neck and back region. The tattoo is incredibly striking and actually features the skull of a ram with its horns on the top, as well as geometric symbols forming a pentagram. Obviously, fans were shocked at this tattoo, and they were quick to react on social media that the tattoo has some connection with the devil. However, the truth behind the ram skull is that it's a representation of a zodiac sign, specifically Aries. Stephanie Vaquer is an Aries, and there's also another connection with the ram, as it also presented within her entrance as she wears the ram horns. Whilst many believe that Stephanie Vaquer has sold her soul, that doesn't seem to be the case. Next up, an AEW star furious about ice commercials during Dynamite. AEW World Champion Adam Page is furious with AEW's respective networks. During AEW Dynamite last night, the respective networks hosted ice commercials, and this naturally led to a significant backlash from fans and now Page. In a scathing tweet, Page had urged fans to complain to the networks regarding the commercials, and it'd be interesting to see if the networks respond to the criticism. And finally, John Cena urged to walk away. Our final story today takes a look at a plea from Ric Flair, who's urged WWE great John Cena to walk away from WWE forever. Speaking with Escapist magazine, the WWE Hall of Famer stated that Cena is making a ton of money in Hollywood and he can easily walk away from pro wrestling. John is making so much damn money in the movies right now, he doesn't need to do anything else. I hope that he'll walk away and stay away. When you've done it as long as John has, over 20 years, it's hard to change your way of life. I see John periodically, but I can't say enough nice things about John Cena. He's a wonderful person, he's very happily married, his wife is lovely. They're building a new home here in Tampa. Now you can never say never when it comes to pro wrestling, so Cena wrestling again isn't exactly out of the question. However, for Cena, this does appear to be it. Like Flair said, to say that Cena is successful in Hollywood would be an understatement, and he's explained in great detail why 2025 is his final year in pro wrestling. One of the other names who actually stuck to his retirement plan was Batista, who retired from WWE in 2019 and never looked back. Just like Cena, Batista had a stellar Hollywood career to fall back on, and he doesn't need that one last pop or that one last paycheck from WWE. Cena has also made it clear that despite his retirement, he's still going to make subsequent WWE appearances over the years. However, Cena did confirm that he'll be retiring the jorts indefinitely following December, and any future WWE appearances will see the legend wear a suit, which will certainly be a unique visual on WWE television. But there you have it, folks. Our look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.